Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Your Sunny Arches, and I am of course Your Sunny Arches. And today we're going to do a video for Taurus for the first half of August of 2020. Again, a video for Taurus for the first half of August of 2020. So it'll be a male and female read. We're going to start off with the men first and then the women after. Okay, I'm just looking to see what are the current energies surrounding you guys at this point in time right now. Okay. Just keep in mind this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, this is your life. You live it the best way you know how, the best way you need to, and the best way for you. Okay. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification button as well, so you can, know when new videos are up. I am going to put out some new content, some unboxings. I'm hoping to hit maybe 100 subscribers soon, so that way, we could do some live readings as well. I'm also gonna start opening up for personal readings, so that information will be coming out soon. There's a couple things and some other special tarot reading content that'll be coming pretty soon as well. Okay, so thank you for this opportunity. And right now, as we could see here, Taurus men, these are the cards. You guys it's a mix here. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 7 of fire, the 7 of air. I think that's good. I'm going to leave it at the 3 of earth. I think 1 or 2 cards is enough, but some depends, on what cards are at the bottom of the deck. So it looks like you were trying to build on something, right? The 3 of earth. It looks like there was something you're trying to work on. You were trying to start to build something, kind of like plant the seeds for a new project, a new whatever. I don't mean like whatever, but like a new project, a new activity or something, right? Could be a hobby, or it could be something, it could be like a business, right? So you're trying to plant those seeds. You're trying to lay out all the groundwork for it. There we go, the groundwork. And if possible, try to work with others to really make this happen, to make this to build on it so it can work out, and you're able to put out the content that you want, right? The service, the business, all those kinds of things. So unfortunately, you got 2 sevens here, so sevens may be of importance to you. 3 sevens, because number 16 here, life experience. This is the Tower card. The 1 and the 6 add up to a 7, so that's 3 sevens right there. I mean, 7 is a number of, is a divine number, the number of perfection. But in tarot, it's not necessarily the best of numbers. There's either a pause or conflicts of some sort. So here, this is what we're seeing. You feel like you need to stand in your truth. You're trying to defend yourself. Trying to like figure this out here. I might already need to start clarifying this. So the 7 of fire, right? You're standing in your truth. You're standing your ground. You're standing firmly. You are not budging, right? However, you are dealing with a air sign. It could be a Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, right? With the 7 of air, there's been what you feel to be sneaky behavior, right? So it could be that you're just defending the reasons of why you have to do things in a very I'm trying to like find the right words for it, right? Basically in a very sneaky way. I'm just gonna come out with it. So You had to do things, and for whatever reason, it seems as if you were trying to be like real sneaky about it. You were trying to be dishonest, deceitful. That's the word I was looking for, in a deceitful manner. All right. Or you feel like somebody was being this way. But this is your overall energy, so this is more you. Okay. I don't, this is not vice versa. This is you. This is your energy. Um, so let's see why the two sevens are here. What is this in reference to exactly? Because you start off with the page of fire, so the page, and then the knight, you progress onto the knight of air. You have the same things, and you end in the same. Oh my god! I just realized you just end, you begin and you end and you have. Wow. Sorry, that's freaking amazing. Like, really? Oh, this is intense. Okay, you have fire and you're dealing with an air sign. Yeah, you're going toe to toe with an air sign, Taurus. Air signs are Aquarius, Libra, and or Geminis. So the question is, why was this here? So there's some kind of offering of love. It has to do with love. You wanted to offer something. You're trying to work on something, but for whatever reason, it's not working out, and it's not working out because it looks like you were being deceitful. Like you're not your actions probably, or your emotions were not. It could be emotions. I see. You know what? I see. So these are the clarifying cards. So I want to keep these here. Um, there's a huge lack of emotion. I'm letting you know right now. Huge lack of emotion because there's no water. Okay, and the one water you have is the tower, the life experience. That's the number 16 card, which is the tower card, right? Here, a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change, time to spread your wings. Okay. So you have a tower moment coming. It doesn't have to be major because of the cards that we see here. I don't see, there are no other major arcanas except the tower card. So any card, the cards preceding this this one, the cards before and the cards after, they're all minors. So that it's not, it's not something where like, oh snap, my life is coming apart. Oh my God. No, it's not that at all. It's the contrary. These are just changes that need to happen, right? So before I get into all this, let's finish looking at this so we get an overall view of what you're, of what's expecting these next upcoming weeks. So you're standing your ground because you feel like somebody has been sneaky, or you're standing your ground about why you needed to um do things in what appears to be a deceitful way, right? Because you're offering love. Okay. um you want to offer love. You don't want to be in this seven mode, right? So you have the same card twice, by the way. So that's four sevens right there. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is the same as the Seven of Fire and the Seven of Air. So you're defending your beliefs. You're trying to be firm. You're trying to understand why, or explain why the deceit. Why it says here, plans that need revision, more going on than meets the eye, and poor timing. So there's something that you're really standing your ground on. There's something that you really want. You're making sure that it stays, right? But that might not be what's necessary. So there may be a need to let that go because it's not beneficial to you, right? So you have an emotional attachment to whatever it is that you're trying to stand your ground on, but you have to understand that if you do care about this person, then you can't be so headstrong and stubborn, or you have to let that go. It's time for you to let that down. Let your defense down. Okay, because if you really want the emotions to come in, or you really want to be able to show emotion, you really need to bring that defense down, and you really need to bring in some emotion into this because it's a you may have this is for Taurus man, so you're definitely Taurus, but you got some strong fire in your chart. You may have air, some heavy air placements too, right? Yeah, I wouldn't want to deal with you. I'm sorry. Because you could also be a cusper. That would be freaking insane. It's the first time I ever get to say that. Um, oh my gosh, because so much fire and air, and they're saying that we're like the opposite. Is it opposite? I forget what's the word that they use, right? So it's kind of like we're the opposites of each other, but we complement one another so well. Fire and air complements each other extremely well, right? But then there's other things that go into it, and we're not going to get into that at this moment. So, so there's that. So how did we get here, and how do we get out of this? Well, here we go. You have the Page of Fire. So there's um the Page of Fire is communication, news of an exciting new endeavor, use originality and ingenuity. Okay. Now, normally, I would probably want to clear the pages just because sometimes pages are children. So, it could be a young child. You could have a teenager if you want to look at the child aspect. A knight could be, or a child, your child could be a young adult at this point, right? Page of Fire could be like a young child, a teenager. Knight of Air could be a teenager, a young child. Okay. um, that could be one, and they're going through. But no, this has nothing to do with that because of the way that it's paired off. This is just all you. So you have, if you haven't already, because this month has already started, we're officially on the 4th. It's like 2:08 in the morning. Yeah, I really need to go to bed. Um, so what was I going to say? So you're going to receive this information, okay? You're going to receive this information about something that may require you to take action on, that you probably have to, like, am I going to do this or not? Okay. Once you receive the information, um, it could be that you go into this, the mode, the air sign mode, right? Where then now you want to rush in, but um you got to make sure that you do things the right way, that you got to make sure that you're able to communicate effectively, and that you have a plan, a well thought out plan, and that's extremely important, right? Because otherwise, things won't turn out to be as successful. It says events that occur with great speed take time to carefully review your options, creative solutions, right? So you're going from the page, you're receiving it, and then you're going to take action. Okay, so again, remember your communication and your planning needs to be optimal. Um, and it looks like once you that's put in place, that's gonna set a chain, a domino effect. That's gonna put into effect a series of events that could be positive for you. I'm trying to think. I feel like there's more. Can we clarify this Page of Fire? I'm gonna clarify it anyway, and the Knight of Air. Please take it. Well, that was something. Page. Oh, Jesus Christ. uh, so this is definitely communication. And communication, where that explains the Knight of Air. Okay. When you receive this communication, you might respond to it in such a way that it may not be considered very tactful, right? So you may have some choice words as a response to to this incoming message. It could be that you are dealing with a fire sign, and you're going into an air sign mode, and you're just like, no. Page of Sword is a sign of Gemini. Could also be that you're dealing with a Gemini. Maybe you're saying, hey, you're communicating, a possible new project, creative project that you want to work on with them. You want to bring them on, but they come back at you with some choice words. The response isn't necessarily so positive. The next thing, so that's where you're like, hold on a minute, oh no, and you want to take action, and you want to respond, but you got to remember, in this case, when you go to respond to them, you need to, again, like I said, be able to communicate effectively. So you need to really be mindful of the words that you're choosing, right? So upgrade your vocabulary so your words come across carefully, mindful of what you say and how you say it. Okay. And make sure that you have a very well thought out plan. And with a plan B, and if possible all the way through Z, just to make sure that what it is that you were trying to propose to them will work out. Okay. Or that you have fallbacks, you have other options. If, when you go in this direction and something comes along, you have an obstacle to face, you already have a plan for that. Okay. With that, that's going to bring some sort of transformation between the relationship between the two of you. And here is where you begin a nice, hopeful, unity between the two of you. You have the Four of Fire. You have contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life. But before we continue, I want to clarify the Tower card, the life experience card. So this is a soulmate. You believe this person to be a soulmate, but you don't feel like you and your soulmate have been very eh, like you guys haven't been connecting. Like finally, a water card, an emotional card. So this is like a soulmate or a kindred spirit connection for you. So this is an important relationship with someone. It's a possible love relationship, yes, but for whatever reason, Taurus, you're feeling like, and even here it's raining, you got thunderstorms and all that. So hopefully by having this, by being thoughtful and planned out, that'll change the way this person sees you. Like they'll probably finally see that this is a love relationship, but I'm kind of fearful, to be honest with you. I'm only fearful because I feel like this isn't gonna turn out the way you and I would like for it to turn out. And there's reasons why I say that. So it's a soulmate connection, but it doesn't look like it's necessarily in your favor. Um there are some lessons that you definitely need to learn, or that needs to be. There's not much emotion here, and that's, I feel like, is what's hurting. I mean, we're starting to see some water cards, but the Four of Fire is very, in many, in the tarot community, for those of us that believe in a specific kindred uh kindred spirits connection. The Four of Fire is considered the card of union, unity, marriage, uh, um, to becoming one, one home type of card, specifically for twin flames. This could be a whole freaking, like, if you believe that you're in a twin flame relationship and you're dealing with you, and you are in, what's it called, in union, you are communicating with your twin at this point. I wouldn't be surprised, because you got fire, air, fire, air, fire, air. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a twin flame type of union. However, you may have contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life, the successful completion of a project, but either you or your significant other gets stuck in their heads. The Eight of Air, an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self confidence, afraid to take action. You know, so I think here, this is where the overall, now I can better understand the overall connection. You really need to let that emotion come in. You really need to be able to um, show that you care. You need to be able to communicate that. And you need, you know what else I don't see? And you're a Taurus. And the only time I see it here and here, but it's all the way here. And that's not okay. You are an air sign. You should be able to be grounded. You are not grounded. This relationship is not grounded. That's why there's that back and forth between the two. Oh, man. So, although now with this new plan and this new, um, you know, these new changes that are going to be coming along, it's going to make it for a peaceful home. But you or your significant other are going to be stuck in their heads like, is this for real, or like, is this a joke? Right? Is this for real, or is this a joke? Because you're not feeling it, or the other person isn't feeling it. This is um the a five of coins, right? Five of pentacles. And this is basically, you're out in the cold, you're by yourself, right? You've been taken out, kicked out. You're no longer welcomed. You're hurt. Not only are you crying tears, but even blood. You're hurt. You're hurt deep, deep inside. And you're gonna, you really need to come in. You really need to, I think in the end, you need to rethink the way you show affection, the way you show love. It can't be with this defensiveness at all. It has to come down, or somebody's defensiveness has to come down. This is rough. This is rough. Okay, let's get a love card. Wow, Taurus man, a little over 20 minutes, but it's okay. You guys needed it, and I hope that this helps you. This, at least to make you aware of certain things. Maybe you were wondering on what's missing and you couldn't figure it out. The emotional part is missing. There's different ways to show emotion. You need to read your person. Do they are they the affectionate type? Are they, you know, like what kind are they? I'm a fire sign, so because there's a lot of fire, I'm gonna let you know. With women, or even if it's another man, some people like there's look up love languages, and maybe that'll help you better understand what your love language is. And if you really care for this person and you really want this to work, you really need to hone in on that, definitely, because I don't know how much of this back and forth is gonna be okay. Let's check out a love message or love advice for Taurus men for this first half of August. That was quick. Playfulness, new love, and attraction. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. New love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. A new love could be, it could be that, it could be a new love, or it could be because you do have the Tower card, is it the life experience card? It could be a change in the relationship, and you need to really you need to bring that playfulness back in. You really need to enjoy your time. You know, look, I'm just trying to make sense of it, but at this point, I'm just like, if this is what they're asking, then it could be that it's maybe time for you to start looking in a new direction. Because for whatever reason, this back and forth, I mean, nah, that's a bit of a, it's a bit of a tough one. It's a very, very interesting. setup. A very interesting pair of. I know I've seen it once or twice before, and I haven't exactly been doing this, on YouTube at least for a very long time. Even when I do readings, I rarely see this kind of pairing in a card reading. But I do wish you lots of luck, Taurus man. I hope that at least help to, make you aware of certain things that, you probably weren't quite sure and you couldn't put your finger on it, what it was that was missing. And now that you know, I hope it helps you. And let me know how this turns out and how it all resonates with you. I look forward to hearing from you guys, and I will talk to you in the next half. So now we're going to go to the Taurus ladies for this first half of August of 2020. Please and thank you. And just a couple of things. So number one, I wouldn't blame you if you fast forwarded through the shuffle, so it's okay. Just want to, make sure we get Taurus lady energy in here. I do plan on putting out some new content besides just tarot reading. Got some new card decks, so I do want to do some unboxings. Maybe you've seen these decks before, maybe not. I really haven't seen too many tarot users use these cards, I know the Raider Waite is very popular. Morgan Greer, the Gilded Tarots, all that. One more. And also, if you're interested in other tarot readings, that'll be coming soon, especially if you believe in the whole twin flame thing. Another too is that I do plan on setting myself up to be able to open up for personal readings as well. So that all that information will be coming very soon. All right, so bear with me during this time, and I do appreciate you and appreciate this opportunity that you give me to be able to read for you guys. And my goal and my intention is to basically kind of light the way, all right, point the way for you, get you guys going in the right direction. Oh, wow, I like it. So here we have the Dreamer, the Five of Air, Queen of Air, Eight of Water, and the Knight of Water. Now this is interesting. You saw what we just had for Taurus men, right? If you watched their video, their half of the video. We have a major arcana. This time the major arcana is here. Now we have 2 air, 2 water. So you may be dealing with an air sign. You may be dealing with a water sign. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have 10 of air. Something has definitely come to an end. Knight of fire. And if you're interested in the third card or what have you, we have the Knight of air. 9 of fire. Sorry. Knight of air. That was in the Taurus men reading. No, Knight of earth is next. No. So you could definitely be dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Yeah, you got a lot of air. What I don't see is much grounding either. You ladies are not grounded either. Taurus men are not grounded either. You guys are not grounded either. Get back into your routines, and not, you know what? I don't even want to call it a routine because it shouldn't be a routine. It's something that you should do because you want to, you need to. Good times, bad times, doesn't matter. So definitely get back into your, okay, if it's a routine, it's a routine, for lack of a better word, or a habit of, praying and meditation is very important. For Taurus lady, in my mind, I just saw a little visual of feet on the ground. So maybe you need to go into the backyard. Maybe you need to take a walk through the park. Maybe let your feet touch the natural ground itself, right? That may be important for you. I see flowers like white flowers, almost like roses, but they're not. Maybe like it could be. You know how like a tulip is shaped, it's closed, and then it kind of like opens up. It's one of those very, very petally white roses that, they, when they're cold, they look very circular and bulbous, right? Almost like a sphere, right? Um, that's the kind of flower that I'm seeing right now. So take a, that might help you. However, that maybe you like those kinds of flowers. I don't know. So grounding is definitely needed. It's important, even if it's just the prayer, even if it's just imagining those images yourself. Pinterest can help a lot with like the visuals of these. If you're interested in the kinds of flowers. The beach, I see the beach also. Yeah, and it matches here. Walking alongside the beach. If that helps you, to think of a happy place to probably help you to get grounded, that may be important. Also, you may have air in your chart, strong air or strong water. Um, uh, maybe fire too. But I think more than anything, you're dealing with an air sign as well, just like the Taurus men. There is a new beginning. You've taken a leap of faith on something. There is something new that you have started. You've begun this new journey, this new phase in your life. Not phase, but this new chapter in your life. There we go. Uh, 10 of. So your overall energy is a 10 of air. So something's completely done and over. It's like, that's it. There's no way of bringing that back. Um, yeah, there's no need, no reason, no need really to bring whatever it was that ended back. And what ended was someone who was specifically a fire sign, because you have Knight of Fire, so that could be a Sagittarius, right? Taurus lady. So if you were dealing with a Sagittarius, they were flaky, they were in and out. They were definitely a player. They they were here 1 minute, gone the next, right? Or this is the energy that they were embodying, or it could be you. But because it's coming after the 10 of air, this isn't you. This is who that person is. This has come to an end, right? You have the 9 of Fire here, and I thought to keep this up because the 9 of Fire is showing that you're standing for yourself. Okay, you're gonna try something new. You're gonna give one more try, but in a new direction. Okay, so that's where we have now the Dreamer. The Dreamer is the Fool, right? That's the traditional name in tarot. So here we have the Dreamer, a leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities, right? Then you have it's followed by the 5 of Air and the Queen of Air. Okay, so it could be you thought to take you thought you would take this leap of faith, but it could be that you didn't really think this through. You may have self-sabotaged yourself for some reason. You tried to like take a leap of faith on something or someone, and it it didn't work out. The Queen of Air, usually you I don't want to say cutthroat, ladies. It's, it's not that the Queen of Air is necessarily very cutthroat. She's just decisive. Okay. She's an objective decision maker. She clears away all that no longer serves her, and she sees the humor in the situation. But there was an attempt on in the beginning that didn't work out well. So now it's important for you to make this decision, or it seemed like a foolish decision for you to make. So now maybe you need to find the humor in the situation. You need to let it go, to let that be. If you're dealing with an air sign and she happens, or or your significant other is an air sign, she could be same sex relationships, and so it may be it may seem like you tried to take a leap of faith with her and it just didn't work out. So you had to let her go. 8 of Water. You decided that you needed to move on. put your energy into something else. Maybe this Queen of Air could be male or female. The gender doesn't really matter. Maybe they were very fickle. You know, there was no grounding, no. This was just a whim, is what I would call it. Why is the Five of Air here? What? Clarify the Five of Air, please. And thank you. That's a lot of cards. 1 or 2 cards, please, and thank you. Oh, that's a lot of cards. That's a 10 of water. Okay. So you thought that by taking a leap of faith in a certain direction or in a certain person, you know, it would be great, but you realized that no, it wasn't, and you saw what the truth of the situation was. We have balance, need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing. It just wasn't the time. It wasn't the right time. The Lovers and ego. This is part of the reason. So it was an intimate relationship, right? You needed to weigh, you know, you needed to you need to really think. So here it could be that you were dealing with this air sign, and now they felt like, although they felt like this was a very deep connection because the Lovers card came out. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're dealing with a Gemini. Okay. Um this here looks like Temperance. Yeah, that looks like Temperance. But why is excuse you saw the truth in the situation. At least you saw it early on, even though you said, "Hey, why not? Let me give this person a chance." But you realized that that was the wrong decision to make. It was the wrong decision to make because um, it really wasn't the right time. It wasn't the right time to do it. And now you need to really be mindful of what decisions that you're making. Right? There's definitely um, a divine union that may be coming your way, but it's going to be attached to ego. So it could be another soulmate that's coming in or a kindred spirit, and I'll leave the labels up to you. Uh, but it's followed by the ego. So basically, it's followed by the devil. So the Lovers followed by the devil could be, you know, very toxic relationship. You know, there may be lessons that you learned from this. Okay. Um, a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. So you have, because it's the Lovers, and in traditional tarot, the devil, the ego is the devil. This was not the right time, or nor the right person, unfortunately. So you have to let that go, or if you haven't yet, you're going to. It's better off that you let it go, and in letting it go, you're able to start, you know, offer somebody else, someone else that you know to be a better fit for you, uh, a proposal of, you know, starting a new relationship with them. That was a bit of a tough read. I appreciate it, but it is a bit of a tough read. But that was good. Right. So what we'll do now is we will check out a love message for you guys, a love advice card for Taurus ladies for this first half of August of 2020. be careful because there is a lot of air. This person, if they come in, they may the words might be like honey. You know, they may put you to sleep with the words. You got to be careful of that. Past life relationship, you have known each other before. So this is somebody from the past coming back again. And it looks like you're going to give them another chance. You say, hey, why not? And it's just not. Whoa. Okay, that's a lot of cards. Let me get one more card. Like, is this something that Taurus ladies should go for? What's coming their way? Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. What? It's the complete opposite. Maybe what you need to do is take it slow. Don't jump in. Like, say, hey, yeah, find out what their intentions are, see if they match yours, and then um take it slow. That is interesting. It's a complete opposite. Maybe you just need to let them know that you do care for them, that you do love them. But in the end, you got to go with what's, right for you. If, that devil card is there, there is a need for balance. So, yeah, look, that's a temperance card. So that's Sagittarius again. So you got Sagittarius twice. So you may be definitely dealing with Sagittarius, or it could be a Gemini, or someone who has both in their charts. You have this in your charts. The devil is Capricorn, so you could be dealing with Capricorn as well. Um, any of the waters at this point, pretty much anybody, because you have Aries out there, so you got a lot of signs out. So it's really dependent on who you're dealing with. But because you got a Sagittarius card here and the Temperance here again, I think you need to have some sort of balance. The grounding is very important if you want this to work out. It could be letting go of the past, forgiving kind of thing. But you have the Eight of Water. It says a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual, and emotional growth. After that, you have falling in love or wedding proposals. The need to balance emotions and invitation to a social event. So, just be mindful of how you approach this. I think the grounding will be very important. That'll help you to really um, see what's what's when it approaches you, or when this person approaches you. All right, Taurus ladies, that was very interesting. I appreciate the opportunity for reading for you, ladies, and hopefully everything turns out. Let me know how it all resonates with you down in the comments, and I will see you and speak to you in the next half.